Guess who? Hey, how is everybody? I know. I'm home. In case anybody was wondering whether or not I survived my trip back in Virginia. I just seemed to have dropped off the planet there. I posted some stuff to Instagram as I was going up, but I haven't posted any videos. So I thought, well, you know, I promised people that it would all come out, so I guess I should live up to my promise, you know. Isn't that something that you're supposed to do? So you may be sorry, though. You may be sorry because I think you bet on the wrong horse. And I said that a lot in the future. Or it's in the past for me, but it's in the future for you. So yeah, I finished. Yeah, I'll leave all the particulars up to the video that I shot and edit it together. I will tell you that I don't know how I'm going to proceed with this going forward because my video and picture taking kind of slimmed down a little bit once I started hiking with a group of people, and so I don't know where this goes. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of the same silliness that you've been seeing, unfortunately, unless you count this silly. So anyway, I'm gonna start putting these things out. You'll be with me on that journey as best I could bring you along. But you know, again, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. It's really not going to get any better than this. Good morning. Just came back from a resupply at Walmart. I had to get a new charger. For some reason, my Anchor charger crapped out. It won't charge. It could be the power at this hotel, which is the lovely Travelers Inn. No, it's fine. Cheap rates, but there ain't much to it. But got in yesterday. I missed my bus. Right, 21 miles in like just under 8 hours. Am I crazy? Or just right at 8 hours? I'm nuts. I can't. I'm not doing that anymore. In the background, the hills and the mountains that we came over. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You sit there and you look and you're like, oh, I went over that hump and then down to that hump and then over that hump. You know, when you look at it from afar, there was a shot that I had coming around the night before last of the Grayson Highlands from far off, you know, like ways away, and I was like, oh wow, I can get a picture of that. So I'm getting my lenses all ready, and then ding, I get a text message. I'm like, oh, I got cell coverage. So text message, I talked to Gina, text Gina a couple other things, answered email, this, the other thing, and then I start walking again, and I completely forgot to take the picture of the Grayson Grayson Highlands from a distance. But okay, day whatever it is for me, I'm not sure. The end of my second zero, and probably the last day I'll see these two fellas. Let's see, what am I going to say? I'm supposed to say, this is the thing about making videos. Yeah. They just christened me Monk.
He is Monk from this moment forward.
As a trail name. I just plod along with my hands crossed. Anyway, God, what a beautiful day. It's supposed to rain though. They're going 24 miles. I am not.
What are we looking at?
It's about 9:15. I've been on the trail for about 45 minutes now. About a mile and a half in or so, maybe a little more. Stealth and Ironman have gone on. Those, all the little dark spots, they're cicada casings. All over the place are the cicadas. Well, it was only a matter of time, walking through this lush landscape and tall grass, that I'd run in to that guy. Bad vibes, bad medicine. Need to keep an eye out. Hello, darling. Oh, that sounds like Dixie, doesn't it? Hi, darling. Some of them are yellow, and some of them are red. So I think, don't red and yellow make orange? This is Lit Creek, and that over there, that ought to be the bridge over Lit Creek. It's not too bad. I'm debating whether or not I want my boots to get completely submerged, or I want to just take my shoes off and go for it.
That's just gonna float.
I'm here with a Roadrunner. I met Roadrunner this morning. We've been hiking for down the hill here. So,
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
but the question is, submerge the boots or not to submerge the boots, and see how it goes. What do you think?
My thought currently is take the boots off, take the socks off, go across the water, and then let the feet dry while we filter water and fill everything up.
You know, that sounds really wise. I'm going to listen to you. Youth. The advantages of youth. Well, my friends, if you're ever at mile 565.8, don't forget to stop and say hello to my little friends. Got a little thing going on here. Happiness, good vibes, and adventure. Got a little gnome laying down taking a nap. I think he just ate some of that mushroom. That probably explains that. Little happy garden gnomes. Little fairy princesses riding turtles. Look at the little fairy house. There's a little fairy. There. Looks like she might have had a run-in with a bear, but she's still smiling, so it's not all bad. Just at the base of this tree.
Holy, there's a baby bear right there in the tree. The mother just dropped down towards the base. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Look at that. But the mother's by the base, so I'm kind of eerie. I don't want to go down and around there just yet. I'm probably gonna wait for the guy that's behind me. But look at that baby bear. There's two of them. But I saw the mother drop. But look at how cute that thing is. Oh my God, I was just talking to him today about how much I want to see a bear. That's amazing. There's one up there still, right there. Look at him go down that tree. Look at that, he's peeking his head. Look at him peek his little head. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Hey man, I know we haven't known each other very long, so I want to ask you a question.
Sure. Looking over my bear videos right now.
When you saw the bear
Uh-huh.
and you stopped and you waited for me
Yeah.
to go through,
Uh-huh.
was it because you knew you could run faster than me?
No.
The bear chased us?
No, because
All right. 4:26, and you can see what I'm hiking in. It's rainy. I'm in the cloud, actually. Well, good morning, little fella. You know, they say little legs make many steps, but geez, how far do you gotta go? You sure are a little guy, aren't you? Look at that. So, I'm walking up the trail. I had just had my little tortilla and pepperoni, and a Roadrunner comes running back the trail, and he's like, he doesn't have his pack on, and he's running down the trail with his trekking poles, and I'm like, well, what's wrong? And this couple, he was sitting at this bench right here, and this young couple, They just drove down the road. They asked if he wanted a sandwich from Subway, and he knew that I hadn't had any trail magic, and he ran back a mile to get me to get my order, and called them up, and they brought us a sandwich. So this is like my first official trail magic. So thanks to you. Otherwise, I'd not had anything. For everybody playing along at home, playing Appalachian Trail Bingo, it is the 6th month, the 6th day, 6:06 p.m. and Roadrunner and I are sitting right here at the 600 mile mark. So if you have 6:06, 06, 06, 6:06, yell bingo. And the lottery, you won the lottery, so the big cardboard check is coming to you in the mail. If not, thanks for playing. Remember, 7/07/07/07 is coming up in about 7 days. So. We just walked about a half a mile to Trent's Groceries to do a little resupply. I just got a couple of things to carry me through to see if I'm going to go to Parisburg or all the way to Daleville without resupplying, which is another week. But it's about half a mile off trail, so we got to walk on the road for a half a mile. And then we'll be at Dismal Falls, a little waterfall here in a couple miles. Maybe stop there for a little bit. Sometimes it's just a soggy mess. All right, hello. Today we're sitting in front of the Wapiti shelter. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's kind of like a Lincoln log type shelter. There's nobody here. It's early. I stopped because my legs were telling me, the back of my knees were telling me I should stop. So it's 6 o'clock. I thought you might like to join me for dinner. Today is going to be Asian sides. This is the teriyaki noodles with beef jerky. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do the tuna. The appetizer are some pizza combos, and then the dessert will be some Skittles. Of course, as always, I'll be adding some olive oil for the extra calories, and the drink of the day is in a Gatorade bottle, but it's Propel. I believe it's made by Gatorade. Normally I only drink it during the day, but my body kind of feels like it needs a little, something, so hits the back of the throat. It's an okay year. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get the water started here. It takes about 2 cups of water to boil. I just went down to Dismal Creek right out here. This is what I'll show you later what Dismal Creek looks like. Or actually, I'll just cut it in. This is what Dismal Creek looks like now. And this is what Dismal Creek looks like about 3.5 miles downstream from here. So. But what I thought I might share with you tonight is these are shelter journals, right? So in all these shelters, people write things that that they stop for the night or they stop for dinner. This one's kind of been chopped up quite a bit, so it's hard to say exactly, but this is May of 20. But if we just look here, we'll start here. This was just today is the 7th, so on the 6th of June, Free Fall, Wild Silky, and Fixin' in for lunch on the way to Woods Hole. might recommend swimming at Dismal Falls or staying at Woods Hole Hostel. That's up a ways. That was by Free Fall. 6-3. I don't know. I guess Pa wrote this. Taking a break. It appears someone has been stomping on and killing the cicada locust larvae as they are emerging from the ground at night. Folks, I know they are creepy looking, but don't be a dick and just move them away. If you're that big of a pussy about them, then get the F out of the woods. That's what somebody else wrote. Let's see what else. Calling it a night. I wanted to stay all day at Dismal Falls jumping, but miles had to be done. Burger from Trent's Grocery for dinner tonight. Also, cicadas are out in full force. Just tried to go pee in the privy, but a mouse was there, so I went outside and got cicadas on my ass instead. It sounds like rain hitting the leaves. So many cicadas crawling up from the ground when the sun goes down. So 6-6, somebody was here yesterday, but then another guy, John boy, be safe, be smart, have fun, class of 2020. He was here earlier today, so I must have just missed him. I've been seeing his name for a while, so I will try to think of something witty to write in here before I leave. I'm sure it won't be as clever as stomping cicadas, but anyway. And there's also a book here in the shelter. It's from the Appalachian Trail Library. This is Ethan Fromm by Edith Wharton, originally published by I just read it by Scribner's and Sons, 1911. So I'm sure it's a classic. It's the best. It's here. It says perhaps the best known and most popular of Edith Wharton's novels. I'm not familiar with her or her novels, so I can't say whether or not how popular it is. Maybe I'm illiterate, I don't know. But anyway, so there's a quick little dinner, pre-dinner movie for you to watch. Oh, and look, we just had a visitor. There is a cicada. Just landed here. Flip it over. Oh, deformed wing. Probably not dry yet or something. It's trying to get away from me. Oh well, dinner guests after all. Little guy crawling on my Nice place. Very welcoming. Very idyllic. I've stopped here at Woods Hole Hostel midday, and I'm having a smoothie before I push on. So here we are. It's day 26 on the Appalachian Trail. And it's about, let's see, and it's 3:28 in the afternoon. And so usually what happens is about 2:50, 3 o'clock, I hit a wall. But then stealth started feeding me these 5-hour energy drinks, and now I carry these 5-hour energy drinks. And when it hits, like at 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:50, I go ahead and suck one of these bad boys down. And here I am. I have 9 miles to go before I get to Petersburg. Now, I wasn't necessarily going to go into Petersburg, but I needed to get a postcard for Jack. But I stopped at Woods Hole, and they gave me a smoothie. And that smoothie was very good. Problem was, when I got to Doc's Knob Shelter, I had to use the restroom. So I had to wait for the smoothie, 45 minutes, and then I had to wait for the restroom. So that put me behind schedule. But now I've taken this 5-hour energy, and I still have 9 miles to go, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon, which means it's perfectly doable for me to get there. And then I looked on the map and said, well, I don't have to go there. I can stop up short. That still gives me my 15 miles for the day, and I can tent camp. Or I could go to the hostel, which is in Petersburg. And right by the hostel in Petersburg, there's a Dairy Queen. And at that Dairy Queen, I can get a couple of chili dogs and a couple of fingers, chicken fingers, tenders, you know, and maybe even another ice cream. Because one of the things you find out about walking out here for long periods of time, 15 to 20 miles a day, is you tend to get hungry. I'm kind of hungry right now. I'm going to push up this last little hill and then like the last 5, but you not necessarily can, because sometimes there's a lot of rocks. I pitch over forward. I pitched over forward today, but they say it happens to everybody. It's the 3rd time I've tripped on trail. I was in Damascus. I was walking down the street and went right down the sidewalk in the middle of Damascus. I've been talking for a mile now and I'm completely out of breath, but I think you get the point. Man, I almost walked right on top of her. Shit. I was just filming and she's right there in the... I'm just gonna walk past her here. It's okay, sweetie. She's just laying in the trail like that.